What's up, guys? Welcome back. This week we are super excited. We are continuing on to our big wraparound deck on our pavilion, pergola, whatever it's called, and it's gonna be awesome. We have the front area slightly built out already. The not foundation. What is it called?
The framing, I guess.
The framing. And now we are gonna create the framing for the hang off. It's not gonna hang off really off the side of the mountain area, but it's going to hang off where you can see the water. So it's going to be really nice. I'm excited. We got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang it off as far as I can possibly hang it off. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. I'm not a structural engineer, but I've been bolting this stuff together, and it's just a deck, so I think I can float it. I'm planning on floating it 2 feet at least, but I'm gonna put a 2x12 on there, or 2x10, and I'm gonna walk out on the end. If it don't fall off with me on it, I'm just gonna let it ride. I'm gonna build the biggest deck I can, so this way I get the cliff effect. When you walk to the end of the deck, you feel like you could fall to your death, and it's death-defying, exciting times. So yeah, I'm gonna push it as far as I can do it. It's not a full wraparound deck, it's a partial wraparound, but it's just a trailer, so we don't gotta do the full wraparound. We gotta be able to get the trailer out of there someday. So we're gonna build the deck. I'm hyped about it. I'm doing some fun engineering, having a little more fun with this project than I initially thought I would. So it's helping me come out of my depression. It's helping me move forward with my life, and I think it's gonna go good. All right, y'all, so it's that time again. I got my little dog leg around this back that I have to get formed up, and I would just rip it and get it done, but the weather's been terrible, so finally I'm able to have dry weather where I can set my post. I have 3 posts that I have to set, so you know, it's important to have dry weather for that. I didn't want rain to soup me out, and it's really hard to dig when it gets muddy over here, so it's been nice yesterday and today, and now I'm ready to rip this so that I can get the support systems for what's going to be the edge of my deck. All right, so I'm here, I'm ready. I got my holes dug. They're looking pretty good. Now I got to go get my concrete, mix it in. I'm using 4x4 posts on these, and it's not quite to the edge, but I'm thinking because I have 2x10s for the framing that I can extend a little bit and get another like foot or 2 out of the deck with a little bit of overhang. It should be good, but if I'm not feeling great about it, I might go down this line and add in some more 4x4 posts. All right, so now I got my handy dandy post leveler on there, strapped on, so now I can get her perfectly plumb. I believe that's what it's called, plumb and straight. And I'm gonna put a little bit of dry in there to hold it, and I'm just gonna mix this concrete in the hole. So I'm mixing it in the hole, doing kind of like a dry pour, wet pour compilation. It's working really well. I think I'm over digging these holes for really what they're gonna do, but I had ordered the bags of concrete, so I figured I'd go crazy. As far as on the bottom, I put a bag of concrete in there first, and then wet that to try to, or just make sure that the pole, the wood isn't sitting on the clay that could soften up over time and just slide the porch down. So there is concrete under the posts as well. And so far it's working good. This is only going to hold like a 5-foot extension of deck, and I might push it a little bit further and do a little bit of an overhang, like I said, if I can, but you know, maybe not. We'll never know. I thought that I showed video of me putting the concrete in the hole, but I was not filming. I pushed the wrong button, and I hope that my editor doesn't get mad at me. I hope that Boss Hog doesn't give me a whooping, because believe it or not, I know a lot of y'all think old Uncle Matty's cool out here running things, but I'm an employee. of GBU Enterprises, and I will get sent home with no pay. I will get put on unpaid leave if she doesn't like the work I do. So, you know, drop a comment below and say, please, Kristen, let him stay working. Don't fire him. He's worth keeping. All right, so I got them all set up. I got 1, 2, 3. They're back there and they are looking good. So those are I'm gonna let those set up for 24 hours. And then I don't know where the goats are screaming. And then tomorrow I should be able to pop off and finish all of my framing for the deck. I have to go, I'm gonna start on the other side, frame all that out to let this get as stiff as it possibly can. And then I should have enough lumber to finish it out. And if I got it, I got it. If I don't, I don't. All right, so today is the day. We had good weather, everything's nice and dry, that I get to finish all the framing out. It's about noon, had to get some supplies. So I think in the rest of this day, in the next 4 to 5 hours, I think I should be able to get all the framing in, most of it anyhow, be able to do all the framing and then move on with my life. Get ready with the planks, because that's going to be the pretty part and the artsy part. This part's still pretty rough, so it goes pretty quick. You just got to put a lot of nails in it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start ripping it. Y'all watch and I hope you enjoy.
What are you doing? You're gonna get hurt.
I'm just testing out how far I can go with my deck. Probably won't go quite that far. I'm thinking I'll end up right in here somewhere. Okay, so I got those beams going out that are going to be the overhang. They are overhanging a little bit, about 3 feet. So I wanted them to be integrated into the main pillars, because I know that those are never going to move no matter what. I could overhang 40 feet of deck on that and they ain't going nowhere. But so I got those in. I'm ready to now cut them off and put the outside perimeter, as Kristen would say. So I can cut that out and then I can start cutting my boards in there, make sure everything's square and it's going to look good when she's all said and done. Baller at the top of the list out here. I got the entire perimeter framing in.
So the next thing is going to be putting in my joists for the planks to go on. That should be pretty straightforward. They're all going to be the same length. Oh my goodness. They're going to be the same length, so it's just going to be cutting a whole bunch of them and tossing them in there. All right, so it's the next morning. I'm getting ready to finish out my joists. I got up this morning, I put in a couple extra little posts. I just had some extra 4x4s and a couple extra bags of concrete, so I figured go ahead and throw those in. Probably didn't need it, but you can never have a deck that's too strong. It is overhanging, so I don't want to roll down the mountain. Like I said, you know, I don't want Kristen walking the old green mile and rolling down the mountain here. So we got that going for us, letting that set up. I'm not going to come to this side anymore today, but I am going to go over and finish the joist, get that knocked out. All right, so there she is. She's all done. We got her framed in. I think I have one more little piece of framing to do because I didn't do it right when I measured for my trim. So I have to put a little board in there so I have something to nail my trim to. But aside from that, it's all good. She's looking good. She's rock solid. I'm excited. Basically nail a few more nails in here. She ain't quite done yet. But once that's done, I'm gonna start working on the trim around the outside and move on with the next step. Framing's done. We're on to the next step. Now I'm taking my 1x. I have some 1x8s by 12s that I'm going to use for my frame. I'm going to do the back side first and the outsides. I'm not going to do the front because I'm going to run my planks long and then just use like a straight edge track saw type deal to make a perfectly straight cut before I frame in the front. So first things first though, I got to get around all these beams. So it's a bunch of little notch cuts I got to make. All right, moment of truth. Think it's gonna fit in there, honey?
I think so. I think you're pretty good at measuring.
Shoot, I'll be blown away if this thing fits in there.
Does it fit?
It's catching on these things. I think it's gonna fit though. All right, so that went in. That fit really well. It's about a 1/16 out on that side. Could be my cutter, could just be the post is a little twisted. I'm gonna blame it on the lumber. You know how us carpenters do. I'm gonna blame it on the lumber. But so it looks fine. It's just that this one fits perfectly flush and that one's got just a little bit of an angle to it, but it's a deck. It's fine. This lumber is, not to gripe, but god awful. I don't know if you builders out there are getting lumber these days, but it's terrible. The fact they could even charge me for this. I got one with about a 5-inch twist and a 1x8, so that's worthless, but it's fine. We'll make some chicken coops out of it later down the road. But I'm going to get my next 2 pieces in, which is a lot of the same. The weather's getting pretty bad, so it's pretty boring. I ain't gonna film it. I might not even be able to get it done with this weather coming in, but I should be able to. I'm gonna keep ripping. I'll show you as soon as I'm done.
I just remembered that we totally forgot to show you guys something that is really exciting, that warms the heart. And what better time than now to show them now that we forgot?
There is no better time than now.
So we're gonna go over there right now and show you something that's really awesome that happened on our farm, and let's go. Are you gonna be able to grab them?
Grab them?
Yeah. See if you could grab one. Alright, I'm getting in there. Oh, shoot, one got away. No! And I got him. Got it. It's okay. It's okay. All right, we did it. We got them. We got new baby chickens. Only 3 of them hatched though. We're not quite sure why. And they all 3 came out different colors. We have a whiter one, a mixed one, and it looks like a black one.
I think they're roosters because I saw them jumping up, kicking each other the other day. Tell me if that's chickens do that or if that's just roosters, but I saw them jumping up, feeding each other.
And I'm gonna say these aren't the cutest chickens we've had.
They're not as cute as the first batch, no.
I don't know, they're a little raggedy. I'm not sure why, but still cute, still great. So yeah, we have new additions on the farm, 3 chickens. I'm hoping they're all 3 hens. Like Matt said, he believes they're all roosters because he's negative.
They seem kind of, the roosters that we had before, they were kind of gangly looking like those kind of are. The hens, even the last brood that we had, were very like fluffy the whole time. You know, the ones that were a little more
raggedy looking did end up being the roosters. So, and they were jumping and kicking. I don't really know enough about chickens to say. I don't really care because
yeah, we gotta wait a little bit.
Yeah, I can always have more chicks, and I can, you know, if they are 3 roosters, I'll just make a coq au vin out of them. You know, I'll just and eat them up. Now that my heart has been hardened to the loss of my sweet child Pee-Pee, you know, I lost that part of me that was soft and sweet. So, you know, I'll never love another animal again so long as I live. I can't take that again. But it is good to have new life breeding on the farm. The goats are happy. They're running about. The chickens are making babies, and you know, the deck's looking good. The cats are enjoying their jungle gym, and you know, life's looking good.
So Matt finished the back trim and it came out really good. If everything looked like it fit really right, I feel like, right? It came out good?
I think so, yeah.
So the next step is we're gonna have to put the actual planks down. That's the most exciting step. But we did run out of time this week to get our video done for the Sunday, so we are jumping right into that in the next video. Make sure you subscribe if you're excited to see it or if you're new. And what do you want to say about it? I'm
going to do my best throughout the finishing of the deck process to not make any big deck jokes. You know, I'm going to...
Big deck jokes?
Yeah, like, you know.
No, I don't know.
I got a big deck. Girls like a big deck, you know.
That's not even funny.
A big deck pleases my wife. I'm going to steer clear of those jokes because they're lowbrow and they're beneath me.
And they're not funny.
And they're not also... Why are you smiling then?
Because you're an idiot.
But either way. So yeah, I'll be a good boy, I promise. And yeah, we're going to get that done. And then, you know, we'll be on to whatever next project pops into your fevered brain.
This is going to be awesome, though. I can't wait to get, like, some outdoor furniture or maybe build some and start sewing.
True. Oh, more sewing. Yay.
Sew up some new outdoor cushions. You know, some lights out there.
Let's just buy them from Home Depot. Let's just get the outdoor furniture set.
We'll see you guys. Let us know down in the comments below. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.